Good afternoon, everyone. I'm meteorologist Addison Green with the latest update for Tropical Storm Beta, which just came in from the National Hurricane Center at 1 o'clock. And we can see that system is now just a touch weaker, now with sustained winds from 50 down to 45 miles per hour, as it's inching closer and closer to its landfall later on today on the Texas coastline at a forward motion of roughly 7 miles per hour. It's about 45 miles southeast of Port O'Connor, where it's expected to make its landfall later on this afternoon, roughly between about 4 to 7 o'clock or so. We can see that its influence is being widespread felt in areas like Galveston, where we can see all that rough wave activity. Lots of rain bands pushing on in from time to time onshore, as well as we start to see that forward motion of tropical moisture going further and further inland. In fact, we have a couple of heavy rain bands making their way through Brazoria County, Galveston County, that will eventually drift northward into, say, Harris County, Fort Bend County, and etc. So just be on the lookout for that. If you're out and about this afternoon, you may run into some tropical downpours. But the chance for seeing high rainfall totals from this system when all is said and done has diminished now that we have dry air becoming more and more of an influence to the system's general flow of all that tropical moisture around. In fact, it's almost surrounding Beta right there, almost cutting off its moisture source to the Gulf of Mexico. So while we do see rain bands across much of central Texas, northern Texas into Arkansas, even as far east as Mississippi, it's pockets of light to moderate rain instead of just big bands of heavy rain coming on in. Tropical storm warnings are in blue, which does include counties like Harris County, Galveston County, down to Fort Bend County as well. These will be up till about Tuesday afternoon. Flash flood concerns are still out there. Flash flood watches are in effect for the green highlighted areas. Blue is where the storm surge will also be an issue on top of that potential flash flooding, where some spots in the yellow highlighted areas may see roughly 3 to 5 feet of storm surge when all is said and done with this system and the end of its lifespan, roughly between now to about Wednesday. That's where we also talk about the potential rain totals coming on in for the next 3 days, showing north and west of Harris County 1 to 3 inches, right around 69 corridor, around the I-10 corridor, Harris County 3 to 6. South and east of that, closer to the coastal areas like Brazoria County, maybe seeing roughly 6 inches, and then maybe a few pockets getting a little bit higher than that. But we can see that over time, once that system makes landfall later on today, it'll start to turn to a northeasterly direction going up the coast, weakening over time, but still bringing around the potential for light to moderate rain, even some heavy batches every now and then, and breezy to gusty winds. Eventually, it's out of here past Wednesday into Thursday as the upper level winds start to take it out of town. But we'll be keeping our eyes on the system as more updates come on in over time. Here's your planner for this afternoon. If you happen to be out and about, please keep that umbrella by your side and avoid any low-lying areas where there may be some standing water. Remember the motto, turn around, don't drown. We'll be keeping our eyes on the next update coming on in at 4 o'clock, and you can definitely tune in for that coming up on the 411.